Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight, and welcome to Artificer, the Science of Magic, a neat little kind of Don't Starve-esque like survival game that's coming soon to Steam Early Access. The developer gave me a copy or access to I guess we'll call it a pre-alpha build that, you know, just to kind of preview, build a little bit of hype before it comes out. So let's jump in and see how it starts up, and then we'll talk about what it is exactly we're doing. Holy cow, the shuttle is totaled. Don't panic. You can do this. Remember the training. Survive and signal for help. According to the last readings, ship's comms module fell to the northeast of here. Excellent, that's important to remember, so we'll head on over northeast. So basically, and you can kind of see some similarities to Don't Starve, like right off the bat here. We've got to collect little items and stuff, and generally, you know, don't die. Doesn't look like we have a hunger bar, just a health bar, and I haven't figured out what this is yet. I put in a little bit of time just to kind of figure things out, because much like games such as Don't Starve, which I'm probably going to be comparing this to Don't Starve a lot, by the way, so prepare yourself for that. But, you know, it doesn't give you a lot of instruction right off the bat. It kind of just throws you into the world and says, hey, figure things out. Which, you know, that's definitely not bad. I mean, it does add that little extra sense of, I don't know, reward, I guess, to, like, as you piece things together. So right off the bat, what did we do right there? Well, basically, every single object in the game we can examine, get ourselves some sweet survival points so that we can start researching things, which you may have noticed there is, like, a little researchy bar, or researchy screen here. So basically, we have a number of different, like, tech trees that we can work on, but we start off with, like, just the basic survival. We got heat treatment here, which effectively what we do is we pick something once we, like, know of it. And let's also craft an axe here, first of all. First and foremost, that's probably, like, priority number one. And yeah, we can craft things at our wrecked shuttle here. I mean, the big thing, of course, we're going to want is this research desk, because then we can, like, actually start researching stuff and building things and generally, you know, doing more. Also, this tree is wailing as we chop it down. That is mildly disturbing. Very mildly disturbing, especially because there's not really any like in-game music yet or ambient background sound, so just be sitting here and then suddenly have, you know, a tree literally screaming at you as you chop it down. Very disturbing. But I suppose it also occurs to me I should probably explain, like, a little bit about, for those of you not in the know, which I assume this may be your first time hearing about this game. Basically, you are a crashed explorer from space, and you've landed on a mysterious alien planet that operates under the rules of magic instead of, you know, the regular old physics and stuff that we know back home. Anyway, so our big thing, of course, is we want to research, we want to develop magic, we want to build up tools to survive and also eventually get home, and also possibly become like some kind of god king of this magic-run planet, where basically everyone's fears and dreams and hopes become reality. So basically, this is also a research right here. Basically, we examine things, and I assume eventually later on we can do some other stuff to get research points, but this is how we start. We just examine, we observe, we report. And then we go into this screen right here, and we go through the research trees, and then we get to do little mini games in order to unlock the research. So this, for heat treatment, we start ourselves off with a pretty simple, you know, just tile matching game, and every attempt requires us to flip some things over, and we're out of research points for now. It's also gotten dark very, very quickly, but we get survival points basically for every day we survive, so there's, like, no way we'll ever be permanently out of stuff. Wrong screen. Hit the R shortcut or just click on the little scroll thing. As you can see, we can now learn about snakeweed bending, wicked wicker working. So cool stuff there. I mean, we can also harvest this, but as you probably noticed, it did a little bit of damage. We cut our hands while gathering this plant. And also, basically, you just right-click on things, you examine them, you get to name them. We've got cool little animals over here we can also examine. Apparently not right now, though. There's also, of course, very unfriendly monsters that can show up as well. But we don't have to worry about them for now, because the game's, it's pretty forgiving. You stay close to your base here, and you're mostly okay. Though after like hearing about this game, I looked up its Kickstarter page where you can find a lot of information about it, and it sounds like kind of an interesting thing here is there's going to be like almost, I guess, sort of like RimWorld storyteller, where like, you know, the longer we play, the game is going to like send stuff our way. I'm not sure if anything like that's implemented yet, but basically the idea is that, you know, the longer we play, the game will start throwing stuff at us to kind of, you know, nudge us in the right direction, try to encourage us to explore and find new things and do new things and, you know, all kinds of good stuff like that. And I probably should not wander too terribly far away from our starting place yet, because there's no map as of yet, so it's pretty easy to get lost if you're not paying attention, and you know me, I don't pay a lot of attention. Well, I guess that's not really true, but it's kind of true. Anyway, so got ourselves a whole bunch of useful resources here. We probably want some more wailing wood, and it might even be in our interest to at some point go check out that where our comms thing is, somewhere up there. And in addition, there's also like going to be a full kind of like story thing here that'll like in the final game. There's not too much right now, just kind of an introductory taster to what we can expect later. But let's have a look at what's up right now, shall we? Let's see if we can't find our crashed communications thing, and also, oh, there it is. Not too far away. That was pretty simple. Hello? Ah, here it is. No luck. Ooh, space ghost. Scratch that. Do not fear, Starman. My name is Astute, and I am here to help you. Help me? Yes, you are an intruder on this world. Everything wants you dead. Except you. I see an opportunity for both of us. None of your equipment will work here. This world is special, you see. There is a force here, the Eld. Your ancestors would call it magic. Whoa, wait, magic? There is no time to explain. You need to learn the art of alchemy. Then, when you feel strong, go into the marshes, kill the eye of the bog. Rip his heart out. Then we will talk more. Take this, figure it out. Yeah. Real helpful there, Astute. Alright, so, yeah, we've got a little piece of stuff. We've also got this bound to the eye of the bog way knot here. Alright, so we got some other stuff that we'll want to research by the by, but we also have our alchemy. Magical laws of conservation. So we'll eventually want to look into that, but our first goal should probably be to just gather some resources, build up, you know, a general stockpile of useful things, and, you know, get ready to kill this horrible bog monster thing that we apparently have to kill. Also, I'll take those flowers. Oh, in fact, there's the bog right there. What is this? Is a claptrap. Okay, cool. Also, there is another tree over here of some other different type of wood. It is an arrow. Okay. Ah, too hard for the stone axe, so we need to work our way up a little bit. Interesting. Snail horn. Alright, so we've got some stuff here. But naturally, we do have a long way to go yet. We have to continue improving our equipment. We need to get some weapons, some defenses, some general useful things. So I'm going to go just harvest up some stuff, and I will see you when we're ready to go do some more research and just generally make some cool stuff. So see you shortly. Oh yeah, there's also monsters. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, monsters. And corpses. Exopathology, which basically... Now this is what I think this is kind of a neat little feature. Basically, not only can we then kill monsters, but then we can go do an autopsy on their corpse, so that we can learn all their strengths and their weaknesses, thus making us stronger and better at killing them. thus demonstrating why, once again, mankind is the greatest monster of all. Probably, or, you know, something like that. Alright, let's have a quick peek at our inventory. I mean, looks like we've got a reasonable stockpile of useful things here. So, we should be able to start building stuff. Someday I'll remember what all the shortcut keys are. Alright, so this is what we've got. Gonna have to go mining at some point, I reckon. So basically, to be honest, I didn't even really need to build this yet, because effectively, this work table-y thing, yeah, it just builds everything we've already got. So maybe I should have saved that, and then, you know, we might have wanted to make a base somewhere else. But then again, we might even want to cannibalize the ship at some point. Actually, is it possible to get rid of this? The answer appears to be no. I can't dismantle something once I've placed it. At least not yet, as far as I've, you know, been able to figure out. So, let's just quickly do this lovely tile matching game and figure out... Or what are we working on again? Ah, heat control. Good stuff. I mean, basically, it lets us build fires, and fires are useful. And generally... Oh yeah, look at all those research points. See, we have nothing to worry about. So, okay, what has that done for us? Well, we'll pop this open. And then once you unlock it, yeah, you get a little, like, bit of dialogue, a little bit of ready, flavory stuff. Which, I figure we'll save reading everything. I like reading stuff in games, but we'll save that for another time. But basically, the big headline feature, of course, is that we've got a kiln, which requires clay, whalewood logs, and stone. Glass requires sand, which we make in the kiln. That's good to know. We can make paper out of mushcane pulp. I assume mushcane is some kind of sugarcane mushroom hybrid. And charcoal from burning whalewood. Interesting. Burns longer and has higher temperature than wood. Alright, that's going to be probably useful for forging other stuff. We've got flasks. We've got fireplaces. We've got, you know, all kinds of good stuff. Ooh, warmth and cooking. Actually, this isn't a hunger thing, is it? I mean, I suppose that could be a stomach, but it kind of looks like a brain to me. I mean, the little weavy thing there might be an intestine, but we'll figure that out by the by. Alright, so let's start off with exopathology, because, I mean, who doesn't like eating or, you know, doing autopsies on dead animals or something of that general nature? And someday I'll learn how to be efficient about that. Alright, not every minigame is the tile flipping, by the way. This is just a coincidence. This particular case. Alright, my memory is not terrible. That makes me happy. I forget what was here. It was a mountain. I had a feeling it was a mountain. Yet I didn't follow my instincts, which would have saved us a couple of points there. Oh well, that's life. Alright then, crisscross. Alright, so that, alright, now we can dissect bodies. Cool stuff. Alright, so we... I swear, there's other mini-games. Hang on a second, I wanna show off the other mini-games. Let's, see here, we'll get these out here. Let's see, equivalent exchange, snakeweed bending, yeah. Yeah, see, we've got this. It's like a little lock-picking type mini-game. Okay, so basically, none of those are right. Okay, we've popped open that. That's, not right. That's also not right. Alright, so this one was pretty simple. It's just basically moon and then a bunch of rocks. Pretty straightforward. Alright, we've unlocked our snakeweed bending, herb lore. Alright, so we gotta brew a little potion-y thing here. Basically. Ah, that worked out easy. Oh, no, that was something else. Never mind. Primitive warfare, they say. Okay, that lowers it. That raises it a lot. This is probably, in my opinion, the hardest of the mini-games. Just right. Pain in the butt. Right? A little more. Oh, there we go. Herb lore. Excellent. Complete. Alright, so what else do we got? We have... We'll have that to work. Gotcha. Primitive warfare. We probably want to be able to engage in warfare of some kind. Alright, skull. Skull. Alright, so just one skull in the first slot. Alright, moon in that. I swear sometimes these end up being more difficult. But again, remember, this is kind of like I'm gonna call it the pre-alpha build, since it's, you know, not actually on Steam yet, and it's just getting ready. But anyway, let's see what we've unlocked. That's probably the important thing. Like, for instance, war. If civilization has an opposite, it is war. Interesting quote indeed. Alright, sharpened stone, pretty straightforward. Shell knife. Need some kind of shell. Carefully sharpened worm or whaleworm shells can be used as rudimentary knives. Whaleworm shells, you say? Where do I get that from? I mean, I guess our first order of business should be to make a spear so we can start killing things. I mean, that's basically the first order of business with any... Oh. Yeah. Stone spear, alright. We have the ingredients for that, don't we? We do. No, we don't have enough rocks, so let's go... Stop pressing buttons, Gaslight. Let's go south, and I will go look for rocks, and we will cut back in when we have found said rocks, so see you shortly. Alrighty then, so we've got our autopsy table here. Stuff. How do I drag this? That's the one question that eludes me, because according to this, it says, in order to perform an autopsy, you must first drag a body to a specially designed autopsy table. Packed it with dotted algae and designed to drain the fluids easily, unless... can I not do this unless we have dotted algae? Do I have to dot the algae first? Not how it works. Alright, that's the one thing that's proving to be a little bit of a curiosity to me here. Alright, I mean... Yeah. How do I drag its corpse? I mean, unless this is a feature that's not actually in the game yet. That seems a little odd to me. As far as I can tell, I mean, that's gotta be the way, or the only way to get the shells. Because, I mean, look at its torso there. That looks exactly like... that's not what I was looking for. Yeah, primitive warfare. Knife, shell knife, carefully sharpened whaleworm shell. And the creatures drop out of trees, so I'm left with the assumption that's the only way that I can get at them. Also, we unlocked alchemy off camera, so we've got... Oh, wait, maybe I just need a rope. That would make sense. Okay, we don't have enough resources for a rope. But there was that... Ah, look, there's a leafy thing over there. We can make the rope, we put the rope around the corpse, and then we drag the corpse back to base. Also, we have some Healy juices now, so that's good. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, I could just scroll through that, but I've already got it queued up here, so boop. Alright, so this is how we do it. I suppose I should have seen that. Alright, so... Oh, there we go. It's bound. We bring it over to the autopsy table. Alright, there we go. So now we take it apart. Alright. I don't know. Oh yeah, it does say you gotta be careful about the order that you take the parts apart in, because otherwise you can spoil the corpse. Which, as you can imagine, that's not good, but... where was that other thing that we murderized down here? Ah, here we go. Okay, so... Oop. And then we just kind of drag its corpse back home. We're definitely going to want to build, like, little outposts, I imagine, because we move slightly slower. But, yeah, I'll cut away until we get back home with this delightful corpse, and... Actually, something I can pick up. It looks like a rock. Maybe a piece of charcoal, even. Actually, I guess there's no need to cut away, because we're already back in our, you know, lovely little home. We've got our pestle and mortar to crush down mush cane so that we can make potion-y things. And a kiln for kilning things. Alright, so... I don't know why I thought taking the head off next. That also spoiled the corpse. Well, what order am I supposed to remove things? Or do I pull out the spine after removing to put it in delicately, the ass region? No, I'll just cut down trees until something falls out. I'll be back. Alright, let's try this again. So, first we rip off the tail. We pull out this, ah, there we go. Then we pull the spine out. I gotcha. Okay. And then we ended up doing that. So it was complete. So oh, what's this? Whalewworm anatomy. A centipede was happy. Quite. So we've got like level 1 tier stuff there. Every kid has a bug period. I never grew to mine. Whalewworm is a fascinating specimen. Resembling an enormous centipede, the creature has multiple legs equipped with sharp claws. The segmented body is clad in an armor of plates made from an unknown polymer. Compound eyes adorn its large head alongside with 2 deadly venom fangs. The creature is quite muscular and capable of leaping over great distances. The corpse is stained with whalewood sap, indicating that it nests somewhere inside the tree. Learning the basic anatomy of the monster allows you to harvest meat from its corpse with a sharp knife. Okay, so we're going to want to kill more of those, because I'm still convinced that is what we need to, in order to actually get at the chunks. I mean, I could be wrong, but it just, like, the segments, they look so much like, oh, shell knife. So what am I... Or, no, that's not what we... No, wait, we do need a shell knife. Yeah, how else do we cut stuff apart? Convinced. So, yeah. Anyway, with that in mind, I'm gonna keep killing those things, and I'm gonna see if my hypothesis is correct. I mean, I could kill that thing, and we could dissect that instead. That could be fun. Assuming we can actually catch the dang thing. Which we cannot. Though we do have trapping to get into. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do more of the whalewworm thingies, and we'll see what's going on. Ookily dokily? Alright, so we remove the head. Right. Surely we move this first, right? Yes! Haha! Physiology level 2 complete. Now we just have its internals. Haha! Metabolism research complete! Ooh. Oh, look at that. Alright, so we did it right, so we get the juicy, the shell stuffs and other things. Alright, so what does level 2 get us? Analyzing droppings in the digestive system leads you to a conclusion that the whalewworm is an omnivore, feeding on tree sap, insects, what else? And small animals. You found some strange openings beneath its hard shell, leading straight to a main neural tract, purpose as of yet unknown. Hemolymph is greenish in color and seems to form a basis of the creature's immune system. No reproductive organs were found. With this new knowledge, you're able to harvest shell plates of the insect with a knife easily and assess whether the creature is injured or not. Interesting. So now, I guess when we kill them, if we have a knife, we'll be able to chop off more bits. And then, of course, the final bit here, it's metabolism. Always one more bug to fix. So true. Whalewworm chemistry is unusually complex. Detailed analysis is very difficult given the crude nature of your instruments, but you managed to identify some of the enzymes and proteins that the bug is built with. The creature seems to be warm-blooded, and given its mobility, the metabolic rate and energy generation must be quite high. You managed to remove the venom gland and perform some experiments on the dangerous fluid. Neurotoxin of some sort, combined with strains of a particularly nasty bacteria. You feel that that's as much as you can learn about the whalewworm. On the practical side, you'll what? Don't just end... Can't just end the sentence like that. Leaving me wondering what's going on. Ooh, what's this? Whalewworm gland. That's probably going to be useful at some point. I hope we can build chests as well. Also, if I eat this, can I just eat it? It's the question we all want to ask, right? Is, can I eat this horrible, horrible monster? Anyway, yeah, we're going to need to acquire a few more shells before we can actually make ourselves a knife so we can just dissect corpses on our own. But I guess that might as well be where we wrap this episode up for now. So that's just our quick initial look. I think I'll come back at least one more time so that we can maybe try to go fight the bog boss monster thingamabob. Because that's kind of like, you know, the endgame content of this particular build so far. But I'm actually pretty impressed with what I've seen so far. I just can't wait for there to be some background ambiance. But other than that, I mean, like, if you've seen the trailers for this game on Steam, in fact, I recommend, you know, check it out. I like the soundtrack in that, so If there's music like that in like the final game, I think we'll pretty much have a good package here. So anyway, yeah, that's it for now. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. It's always, of course, extras double super special important to do that with anything new on the channel. And I will see all you in the next video.